Hi there, Lilan Xiang Weiss. I'd like to share with you in this video what is Qi. Now, as a practicing and trained licensed acupuncturist since 2005, I focus a lot on understanding and working with Qi. Now, my first experience, though, of Qi was when I was actually a teenager, and my father was showing me some stances and movements of Qigong. And my immediate feeling about the practice was that it felt good to me. And that has been my motivation, as well as my continued quest to understand what is Qi. Now, I'd like to give you two words that are used to translate what is Qi, and then two ways that I've used to explain what is Qi. So, one word that has been used is energy. So when you understand or think of energy, you know it's a substance as well as it has a function, right? So that is true to Qi. It is a substance, it is something that is present in all living objects, including inanimate objects like rocks and crystals and trees. And the Qi does have a particular connection, and it has a flow within systems, for example, within our body. So that's the function. Now, another translation of Qi is vibration. So vibration, we understand it is a substance, as well as then we can see the waves, the patterns, and that's the action part. Okay? Now, to me, those are somewhat intellectual aspects of understanding Qi. So in my practice, I've described it as one, you can understand Qi through your nervous system, through your experience of emotions. And so one, we know emotions are existent, they are real. We can say they can actually exist as neurotransmitters. And then there is an aspect of the nervous system of the spine to the brain, and there is a sort of process that happens internally around emotions, right? Like, for example, our heart rate can increase with certain emotions. Our sleep can be affected with long-term emotions that aren't resolved. So you can kind of see that there is a effect of Qi. And then we say in Chinese medicine the imbalance of Qi or the stagnation of Qi. Now, the other way I've used to explain Qi is electricity. So we know electricity is existent. It powers so much of what we do these days, and at the same time that powering it has a purpose, it has a function, it creates action. So that is how I explain Qi. Now, many times Eastern thought and Eastern philosophies are hard to fully encompass into Western words, but it's certainly a valid and great endeavor to try. And where it is lacking is that inherent to the Qi is an understanding that the mental, the physical, the emotional, and the spiritual aspects of a human being are not separate. So, thus, in Chinese medical theory, that if you're interested, you can delve into further, there's different categories of Qi. There's different sort of what it innervates and what it connects to. There's a whole theory that is pretty extensive, and that all comes from thousands of years of observation, cultivation, writing, experience, and also working with the human body and the human psyche. So, but I hope this provides a little bit of an introduction to what is Qi, and I'll admit to you that I created another video actually before this one where I explain my lack of understanding of Qi even after close to 20 years of practicing. and living this medicine. And so that's my motivation, because there is a lot to it and a lot of richness. And my encouragement to you to understand Qi is actually through your experience of practices and modalities that work with Qi. And because you can read about it, you can find out easily what good it's for. There'll be a long list of what it can help with, but your experience is your experience, and that, I think, is your biggest learning tool, is your own experience and your own innate wisdom that comes from that experience. So I encourage you to seek out modalities that practice this movement of Qi. There's a lot of self-care practices like Qigong and acupressure, and even meditation, including sitting meditation, is part of Qi practices from the Chinese philosophy. So until next time.